Caramel.
You may be feeling a little discouraged.
Dramatic, but the collective response is lacking in ambition, credibility, and urgency.
On Sunday, President Biden heads to Vietnam for yet another high-stakes meeting. The U.S. and Vietnam are former wartime enemies, now set to significantly upgrade that relationship. John Kirby telling me that these two countries have really moved past their troubled history and that they're going to deepen the partnership on many levels. Will?
Selena Wang following the president for us in India there. Thank you. We're going to turn now to the urgent manhunt for that escaped convicted murderer in Pennsylvania, still on the run after 10 days. Morgan Norwood is in Chester, Pennsylvania with the latest. Morgan, good morning again.
Hey, good morning to you. Well, 10 days on the run, 9 confirmed sightings so far. And look, the community here is restless. They have questions this morning as to how he's able to continuously slip through the grasp of police. Let's get into this. The manhunt is ramping up. More than 350 officers on the ground swarming an area near Lonewood Gardens, some with long guns drawn. We saw this yesterday. They've been combing an 8-square-mile stretch near where Danilo Cavalcante was last seen on Thursday. And as authorities look to close in, the prison guard, who officials say was in the watchtower the day that he broke out of the Chester County facility, we're learning that he has now been fired. We're also getting rare access to the search command center. That's where they get tips from the community, pinpointing every single sighting. Police, though, emphasizing that Cavalcante is considered dangerous. They're urging community members here not to approach. They think that he's going to continue to get even more desperate and at some point, guys, emerge, make some sort of mistake, but reveal himself in the days to come. Guys.
Well, let's hope they catch him soon. Morgan, thank you. Coming up in our GMA morning menu, the new tool that could be a major breakthrough in efforts to diagnose autism.
Also ahead, our September GMA Book Club pick, Happiest Falls, has just been named a New York Times bestseller, and we get to sit down with the author, Angie Gibbons.
Looking forward to that. And South Asian New York Fashion Week is officially kicking off today. We are getting a preview of a few of the looks you can expect to see as South Asian attire and culture takes center stage. We'll be right back.
Once in a lifetime is never enough. Never enough.
When I wear diamonds, I feel powerful. Fun. I feel on top of the world. Diamonds are for everyone. I love them everyone. Diamonds. Love for all.
Diamonds for all. Pandora, lab-grown diamonds.
Your record label is taking off, but so is your sound engineer. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
The right age for Neutrogena retinol? That's whatever you want it to be. It has derm-proven retinol that targets vital cell turnover, even skin tone, and smooths fine lines. With visible results in just 1 week. Neutrogena retinol.
When I first learned about my Dupuytren's contracture, my physician referred me to a hand specialist. And I'm glad he did, because when I took the tabletop test, I couldn't lay my hand flat anymore. The first hand specialist I saw only offered surgery. So I went to a second hand specialist who also offered non-surgical options, which felt more right for me. So what I'd say to other people with Dupuytren's contracture is this: don't wait. Find a hand specialist trained in non-surgical options today. I found mine at findahandspecialist.com.
Texas, Alabama, tonight at 7 on ESPN.
The fresh timer starts the minute a tomato gets picked. That's why at Kroger, we shorten the time from harvest to home. So no matter how you shop, you'll have more time to enjoy your fresh produce. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Looking for a bladder leak pad that keeps you dry?
All of the things that you're looking for in a pad, that is always the speed. Look at how it absorbs all the liquid and locking it right on in. You feel no wetness. Oh my gosh, totally absorbed. I gotta get some Always Discreet.
Try killing bugs the worry-free way. Not the other way. Zevo traps use light to attract and trap flying insects with no odor and no mess. They work continuously, so you don't have to. Zevo. People-friendly, bug deadly.
I had just gotten off work. All of a sudden, I was hit from behind. I had
blood all over my face and it was on my shirt. I immediately thought of Morgan & Morgan, that initial first phone call and conversation. It felt like reaching out to a friend. All of the correspondence was done pretty much by email and text. I barely had to lift a finger. I would absolutely recommend Morgan & Morgan to family and friends and even strangers because that's how much it helped me. It's easier than you think.
At Kroger, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
And welcome back to GMA. Let's get right to our cover story and a possible medical breakthrough for autism. A new FDA-approved eye tracking device that may help with earlier diagnoses for children as young as 16 months old, which could lead to earlier care. ABC News' Rena Roy is joining us with that. Rena, good morning.
Well, good morning to you. Health experts say this new eye tracking device could be a major game changer, helping to detect autism sooner in young children, which is key because it means they can receive crucial therapy earlier in life.
Oh, buddy. Dawson Britt is a loving 12-year-old living with autism.
We call him Awesome Dawson.
Dawson was diagnosed when he was 3 years old after being enrolled in an early clinical trial for an eye tracking device designed to help diagnose and assess children with autism as early as possible. That small portable tablet device, now known as the Early Point Evaluation, recently cleared by the FDA.
In the study, Dawson was able to sit. It's a kid's chair, like in a car. He watches this video, and they watch his eyes the whole time. And they show us afterwards that the things that he is looking at look pretty sporadic compared to a typical kid.
And while the average age of an autism diagnosis for children in the U.S. is 4 to 5 years old, 2 new studies released earlier this week suggest the Early Point Evaluation could help clinicians diagnose children as young as 16 months, and more accurately than with traditional methods alone. The technology works by tracking a child's eye movements 120 times per second while watching videos of other children interact. Clinicians can then compare what the child pays attention to with what typically developing children would look at. For example, a child with autism might not pay attention to hand gestures or facial expressions.
In just a few minutes of watching other children at play, there are dozens and then hundreds of different important social cues. We measure what is typical variation in attention to those cues, and then what might signify signs of concerns for social disability and concerns for autism. We use that to inform clinicians about whether or not a child may have autism, and to actually measure a child's strengths and vulnerabilities in 3 key areas: the level of social disability, as well as the child's level of verbal ability, their communicative abilities, and their nonverbal cognitive problem-solving skills.
Experts say early diagnosis and early intervention is crucial when thinking about treatment.
The goal in getting in under the age of 3 is that we can help children with autism to grow and thrive at any age. But if we can identify children before the age of 3, the brain is more plastic, it's more amenable to the positive beneficial effects of early intervention.
As for Dawson, he's thriving.
It truly is about getting your child the help that they need to be successful. It has nothing to do with not doing enough or I should do more. It's about getting them what they need. That's the bottom line.
And right now, the device is only available in several specialty centers, but the hope is to make it more widely available. Researchers are currently studying whether it can be used by pediatricians and primary care physicians in their offices. Well,
all right, a wonderful story, Whit. All right, now to a new children's book from our friend and former ABC News colleague, former Weekend GMA anchor as well, Paula Ferris. Who do you want to be when you grow up? Inspiring kids to think bigger than their dream job. Janae Norman sat down with her. Take a look.
A staple here on GMA Weekend, waking up with viewers for years on Saturday and Sunday mornings.
I am so thrilled to work alongside what I believe to be the best TV team in all of the world.
This morning, Paula Ferris is back with a new book called Who Do You Want to Be When You Grow Up?
Your first children's book. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. How do you feel?
I'm honestly so excited to get this message into the world, Janae, to shine a light on the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. I'm a trustee and an ardent supporter of the clubs, and I believe that children are our future.
inspiring children to soar and dream big. The book tells the story of a young girl named Lina on career day at her school, following her on her journey, trying to figure out what she wants to do when she grows up. A question Paula hopes kids and parents can reframe.
I wanted to write this book because I want us to start asking the question of who do you want to be, but I want us to have a different conversation with our kids. I want us to remember what's most important, and that's the kind of person we want to be, who we were uniquely created to be, what are our unique talents and gifts, because that's what matters most, right?
How has this changed conversations with your own kids?
Well, I have to catch myself, quite a bit. So I'm like, oh, because here's the thing, I don't want to demonize work, but I think there's a difference between loving what you do and being defined by what you do. And in this world that places so much emphasis on find the thing that you were supposed to do, that one thing. And when we can't, we feel like we're a failure. But when they do something kind, Janae, or my youngest holds the door open at the gas station for me and a bunch of strangers, that's the kind of thing we need to praise in our children.
There is no God but Allah.